Hello and welcome back to Chulip. In the last part, Goro got himself arrested, and it's kinda looking like we may have to do the same. So let's get on that, why don't we? First, there are a couple of things that I need to do. Excuse me. If you remember, we gave that a classified ad to Batayan. Sometimes I put an N in there by accident. And he went to the factory, and the factory was doing a special where if you refer a friend, you get a one-day manager pass. And I think enough time has passed that we can pick that up. Excuse me, Michelle. Let's see. There's a letter. Is it the letter? Yes, it is. One-day manager pass. We're a manager now. Thank you for referring Mr. Batayan to us. To show you our appreciation, we invite you to tour our factory. Please bring the enclosed ticket. Funny Bone Factory HR. Alright, do we have any more? Let's see. Could be a good way to get healed. Nothing? Ah, well. That'll change later when we kiss more people. And also, I wanted to show the girl some stuff in our inventory to see what she says. Let's see the spare key. Why do you have that? You can't steal, you know that? Policeman is gonna arrest you. Yeah, that's the point. Haven't you heard? And what about this one? Kids are not allowed to drink alcohol. Alright. With that, I think we are ready to go become a thief. We've kissed a thief, now we must become one. Alright. Thief Tiptoe said before that there is a lockbox. Well, he said there's a safe. I guess he found the safe. But there is a lockbox behind where Julie usually stands. You can check this before now if she goes out to feed the chickens or something. But we're going to open it now. And we get Julie's hairpin. Don't know why that's in the lockbox when she's supposedly currently wearing it, but maybe that's a different hairpin. She has a spare, just in case. Out of curiosity, I wonder what Linda would have to say about the hairpin. If she didn't like us having the key, I'm sure she'd like us having that even less. It's not like she doesn't already hate us. We can't really make it worse. What do you have to say about what we've done? That's my mom's. Did you steal it? That's terrible. Go turn yourself into the police, Chuck. That is exactly the plan. Great minds think alike, as they say. Although I wonder if she knows what happened to Goro. If she knew that the penalty was going to the graveyard, I wonder if she'd still say the same thing. Alright. Let's go turn ourselves into the police, because we are a criminal. We've done something terrible. This is Julie's special hairpin. Oh, you know what I meant to do? I meant to go buy comics. I might still be able to back out of this. Why are you carrying it around? I found it? You found it? I'll hold it. Interesting. I've never seen that before. Either way, I want to check really quick to see if I have comics. I have monthly. Okay. We're gonna end up going to the temple soon, and I want to be able to go to Funny Bone Factory. But to do that, I'm gonna have to pass time, so I want to make sure I have comics. Alright, we ripped up the weekly, so I'd like to buy another one of those. I'd like to buy a Go-Go as well. I think I have room for it. Alright. So the policeman is conveniently holding on to Julie's hairpin for us. Let's see if we can get that back. Hello. You are the kid with 2 crime stamps. Let's see. Pick up an item. Should be under tools because it's a plot relevant item. And there it is. Perfect. We still have... Okay, now I think we're full. No, we still have some inventory space left. That's good. I really need to get on kissing Michelle just because our inventory is getting so cluttered with the name cards, and the only reason I can't throw them out is because I don't know what Michelle has to say about them. But either way, For real this time. Let's see. I stole it. Stealing is a crime. I'm checking your criminal record. Your crime stamp total is now 3. You have 3 stamps. You are under arrest. Have a nice rest beneath your tombstone. Here's a farewell kiss. I wonder if he kissed Goro before he sent him away too. But yes, you have to get arrested to get policeman's kiss. Which subsequently means that no, they don't actually kill you. Unless they do and the rest of the game is just a hallucination or the afterlife. But I don't think they do that. It's not... Chulip's esoteric, but it's not quite that esoteric. He says something there. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'll see if I can figure it out. But he does say something there. On the criminal train. Once again, the rules for this world are just a little bit different than ours. I don't think he says anything else out loud. I think it's just when he gets caught. Right. I didn't catch that the first time I played the game, but that was actually Mr. Suzuki letting us out. Alright, if you notice the shape of this room, it is in the shape of a PlayStation controller. That is a hint for what you're supposed to do. Credit where credit is due. All the pieces for the puzzle are laid out right here for you. Oh, whoops, I thought that might examine it. But you could see there were symbols on the wall there. And those symbols are part of a code. You see X, square, X. And you can see some squiggly lines on the bottom. I am going to be looking at a guide for this part just because I can't be bothered to like write this down and then remember it. But the solution is right here. You can figure it out just by looking. It's not that big of a stretch to figure out what you gotta do. The one thing that's a little annoying is to get the other side of the code to show up, you do have to go down there. So when you come back up, this light will be on and you can see the triangle, triangle, circle, circle. Can you leave? Can you just leave it? Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't think so. They can't let you leave because you can't come back once you leave. Alright. Talk to Goro. That does vibrate the controller, if anybody was curious. He wants Julie. I am going to let him out. Let me just pull up my guide for this, just because I can't be bothered to do this more than once. Alright. Here we go. Push the button. Anything that had a squiggly line underneath needs to be pressed when the controller is vibrating. So I'm just gonna let another cycle pass. Alright. Triangle when it's not vibrating. Triangle when it is vibrating. If you get something wrong, you take 1 damage. You actually can't step away from the console until you've put 8 buttons in. And as far as I know, if you mess up once, you can't complete the combination. So if you make 1 mistake, you're stuck taking however much damage is left until you finish the code. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate a little bit. I don't want to have to do this again, just because it takes too much time. Okay. There we go. And that ought to do it. There he goes. I'm not going to get into whether or not we should have done that. But we need to do it to make Julie happy and to progress. And it conveniently puts us right here under the tombstone that we saw in the graveyard. Which is good because we actually need to be at the temple right now. There's Julie with her hairpin still in her hair. I guess she has a duplicate. Dear, I don't care if you are a ghost. Come home. Little emulator glitch there. Eek! A ghost! Kaboom. Julie. You. Is it really you? Sorry. It's all my fault. It's okay, it's okay. I don't care if you're lazy, a drunk, a loser, or you have smelly feet. As long as you're with me, I'm happy. Chuck. You're the one who helped my husband. I'm very impressed. This is for you. Well, we haven't kissed the girl of our dreams, but we have kissed both her parents, so surely that counts for something, right? Right? We'll just go with that. Very pretty hairpin you have, Julie. It's not much, but take it. She gives you a ticket back home. Otherwise you'd be stuck. Perhaps I can trust you with my daughter. You have our kisses. Linda will surely fall for you. If you haven't kissed Goro at this point, he says something different. Now excuse us. Come to see us anytime. I think he says, I still don't trust you or something like that. Alright, we've got plenty of time to head up to the temple and give Belle the sweet potato wine. Because she needed that from us. We've got to help the chief monk, seeing as we basically cursed him. So. Even if it wasn't us specifically, we were the ones who let it happen. So let's give Belle this sweet potato wine and see what our next step is. Thank you. Now take it to the cave beneath the waterfall, behind the waterfall. I guess she'll meet us there. I'm healed up, right? Yeah, I got plenty of health for this. If you know what to do in the jail, there's really not that much that can hurt you. If you miss the timing on the buttons, you can get hurt, though, so I wanted to make sure I was, healed up. But I have healing items, so we're good. I am going to go get us a little bit hurt for this next part, but it's nothing I can't handle with, heart chocolates, and I think I have the best radish as well. My plan is to go to the factory after this, and the factory is pretty dangerous, but I think I'll be okay. This is where the protector sleeps. Pour the sweet potato wine into that cup. Be careful or you might get hit. I think you have to get hit here. I've tried this from all different angles and it just moves you right to the same spot. So definitely make sure you have some health if you're gonna do this. Alcohol. I smell alcohol. And here he is. A piece of sacred charcoal. Ow. You have to take that damage. Poor Chuck. I am Mr. Binchotan. I protect the legendary sword. Did you call me? I shall have your legendary sword. Fine. If you want the sword, I'll give it to you. After you defeat me. Alright. Go, Belle! Go, go! Ha! We'll cheer for you! Let's go. Go, Belle! You can do it! You also have to take that damage. Uh-oh. Well done. They've both fallen. Oh, but looks like Belle's okay. He was strong. And she got the sword. I've got the legendary sword. Now I can save my father. By the way, Binchotan's name, Binchotan, just means a particularly high quality charcoal. I think it's some sort of regional product, but it's high grade charcoal. Just a pile of charcoal cinders. Gee, I hope that's not important later. I'd hate to have to come all the way back here. Alright, well, that should have done exactly what we needed. Let's go save the monk. Make up for our transgressions. We've been very bad lately. We cursed the monk. We committed 3 crimes. Poor Chuck must be going through a particularly rebellious phase. Alright, Mr. Monk. Uh-oh. Looks like it's not going well. No! It's so close, but we need more power. Does she actually say anything else? She does not. Alright, so you have to make a bit of a leap. I guess if you're doing a casual playthrough, the developers figure that you'll wander around lost for a little while and then maybe make your way back into the cave. But we're gonna skip the wandering part and just go straight to the cave. It's getting dark. I wonder if I'll make the last train to the city. Either way, I'm gonna have to read some comics. So if I do it here or there, I suppose it doesn't really matter. You can see now, the cinders are glowing. I have trouble with this part of the game coming up. Bing bing! My name is Charcoal. Do you want power? Yes. If you want power, fight me. If you win, I'll give you the sword. Do you wish to fight me? Yes. Want to know the rules? I will explain the rules. Let's fight! Alright, so Charcoal is going to say a bunch of words. I need to press the button when he says the word ping. He's going to say other words like bing. He'll say words like peely to try to trick you up. The problem is they expect you to go off of sound cues, and the sound cues come not early enough. If you actually wait to read the entire word, it will be too late. You only get a few frames to actually press the button. So what I like to do is if I see the letter P, I just press the button. If it's a 50-50 shot, it's either going to be peely or ping. I'll either win or I'll lose. But I have plenty of health, so I can afford to take that risk. All right, I'm going to concentrate. He will never say it before the third word. Ah, it was peely. But if I had actually waited long enough to see what the word was, it would have been too late. And I've never been particularly good with the sound cues. It wasn't ping, it was peely. You rushed. Alright, we'll just have to try again. What happens if you try to kiss him? He's cute. If you want me to give you a kiss, you must defeat me. Alright. Let's try it again. Alright, here we go. Ugh, he's being annoying. He does this sometimes. Got him. At least I think I got him. Yeah, I got him. My reflexes are pretty good. I can usually do that 100% of the time if I'm just looking for the P. But, you know, whether or not it's actually ping is kind of a coin toss. I lost. I'll give you my stamp enchantment. That's a fancy way of saying have a kiss. But there we go. You can actually fight Charcoal again if you want. You can fight him once. Well, you can win against him once per day. If you lose, you can fight him until you win. But once per day, you can fight Charcoal, and if you win, he heals you. I want to say 5 health. It might be 3, but I'm pretty sure he heals you for 5 hearts if you defeat him. Take it. Got another legendary sword, and from the looks of it, these things might be infinite. Alright. Surely now we can make up for what we've done. Let's head back to Belle and tell her we did a good thing. That we too have defeated Charcoal. Although ours didn't appear to be high grade. Alright. Here we go. We did it, Belle! We did it! We are powerful! I'm sure the girl probably has something to say about this, but I'm not going all the way back to find out. Ha! Is that the second legendary sword? You could have told me about that from the beginning. Please swing it with me. This whole thing is another really big sticking point for speedrunners. Because I'm sure people have their own methods for Charcoal, but people get really stuck on Charcoal sometimes. Because already you have RNG for when he's actually going to say ping, and then people either jump the gun or they go for Peely, and it's hard. It's a very hard part of the game anyway. And when you have the pressure of trying to go fast, that's rough. It's also something people have been trying to find glitches to get around, because as far as we can tell, there's no way to skip having to come back to Belle. But if somebody could figure out how to do that, that would save a lot of time. Alright, we seem to have made amends. The little Belle friends are gone. Father! Oh, Belle, you are... a Belle. Ha! I'm cursed by the human bells, too? No, Belle. It's time to tell you the truth. Belle, you are a human Belle. So Belle was really a demon this whole time. 16 years ago. Do you want to hear the story? Sure do. When my father was still alive, there was an outbreak of human bells like this. At that time, I used the legendary sword and sealed them in the big bell at the temple. However, one of them escaped the seal. Belle, that's you. You were so sweet that I couldn't seal you. I raised you and hid the secret that you were a human Belle. Please forgive me. That does not appear to be the sound of forgiveness. I wonder if Belle will forgive me. Well, let's go find out. Seems that Belle was actually a Belle friend the whole time. Where'd she go? I think she's by the bell. How many times can I say Belle this episode? What am I going to do? Can I still stay at the temple? Of course you can. Yes. I don't care if I'm not my father's biological daughter. I have only one father, and he is my father. Thank you, Chuck. Thanks to you, my father is well. In return, I'll give you this. I hate to break it to you, Belle, but you're only the second demon that we've kissed, not the first. We got Tengu way before now. But I guess she doesn't have to know that. It is good that she accepts herself, though. She doesn't feel bad about being a human Belle, just that she's been adopted. And she doesn't seem to feel bad about that anymore either. Father. And with that, we've made the temple a much happier place. We can ding the bell if we want to. It doesn't do anything anymore. The human bells are all gone, except for our good friend Belle. She's still here. And she will be staying here, right where she belongs. Let's go say hi to everybody. Oh, the monk's asleep. Ah, well. My father is sleeping. I keep my eye on my father at night. Making sure no human bells come back, I guess. Goodbye, Belle. I'm embarrassed. Oh my goodness. I didn't think any of the characters would say something like that. I figured that... Well, maybe she's talking about her past. I don't know. But yeah, kissing seems to be such a normal thing in this world. Doesn't seem like the kind of thing people would be embarrassed about. Alright, is there... Oh, there's a train to the city. We're gonna miss it. That's okay. It just means we'll have to read our comics here. That's not a big deal. And that was... Oh, actually, I don't even know if that train's in service, because that was the last train. So we'll just... we'll read our comics here. I think... Well, I don't even need to think. I can go check the schedule. First train leaves at 7:30. It's 8 o'clock now, so we can't read the Go-Go. We're going to have to read the monthly. Hello? Comic bench? Okay, that's not a comic bench. That's too bad. Is this a comic bench? Oh, we should talk to him. I think about quitting my job. But I'm not brave enough to do it. Haha. I wish my boss would fire me. What do you say if I try to kiss you? With the guitar. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? That's why I hate kids. Well, you're sitting on my comic bench. What am I supposed to do? Alright. I've never actually tried to read a comic with him sitting on the bench like that. I assume it's not going to cause a problem. Alright. It'd be nice if this was a good comic so we could get healed up. Oh, it was pretty good. I don't know if that means we'll get healed or if it's just that we get to use it again. Yeah, we just get to use it again. I'm going to use 3, 4, 5, 6. If I use the weekly, that should be all we need. I might even have time to go over there to the water fountain and heal. That should take us to 6:30. Yes, okay. Oh, I just bought that. Oh, well. We're not having good luck with weekly comic books. Alright, we have an hour until the train leaves. I think that's enough time to go over there and save and heal up. So let's heal. We'll also heal up at the factory. Well, we can't heal up at the factory, actually. We don't get a chance to use the fountain. But that's okay. We'll be fine. I've got healing items. And we're not going to be doing anything particularly dangerous just yet. I should get a chance to heal at the fountain before we actually go and do any dangerous stuff. Although there is something I'd like to show off that involves getting hurt, but I'll be fine. Oh, it's only 6 now. I can read. I can tell time, you guys, I promise. Alright, so we've got to hang out for another hour. Oh, there he is. Buying his ticket. So we'll actually be traveling with Batayan when we go to the factory this time. I'm glad I got a job, but one day is very much like another. I go home late, very tired. I have no time to practice singing. I wonder if I made the right choice. So Batayan's not super happy about this whole factory thing. And to be quite honest, I don't blame him. But he'll figure himself out, I'm sure. Either that or we can help him out. I did buy a ticket, right? Yes. Alright, here's the train. There goes Batayan. Try not to get trampled here. Alright, let's go. I don't know how many runs through the factory I'm going to do right now. I want to go through and get an item that we need because I want to go back to Scarecrow Field very soon, pretty much as soon as possible. Depending on how I'm feeling, maybe we'll go through the factory an extra time. I don't even... Actually, that would be an interesting way to test if you even... Okay, we're almost at the factory. I always feel depressed when I arrive at work. So basically, there's a plot item that you need to get at Scarecrow Field, but I'm wondering if you even need to get it at all, or if you can just progress if you know what to do. That'd be an interesting thing to test. I might actually try that out. But either way, we're here at the city, and we're just in time. Good morning, workers. This is Funny Bone Factory Morning Radio. We're just in time for the morning radio. But we'll have to do that next time because we're at a half an hour, and the factory is very, very long. So thank you very much for coming and watching Chulip. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye!